You know what? If you've never done this before, let the Martian help you out. Hey there, Mission Control. My TIG rods still have not shown up, but because we got the plasma table going yesterday and we don't need it right now, was, get it going. I got the soap borax coming that we'll put into the water table to stop rust and all that stuff. I do have the TIG torch and the foot pedal and everything that needs to be wired into the Lincoln Electric Power MIG 210 MP. So we need to, I believe we got to take this whole front plate off, and then we got to get the stuff out of the box, wire it in, and then it's supposed to be good to go. We'll see how that is. There's a little knob over here on the side that we got to get in, so we're going to be digging into that. 3D printer worked last night. We actually got a print off of it, and it's not a bad print. Got some more prints going today, so hopefully we got that thing figured out. We'll see. Temperature is what we're chasing right now, it appears, with everything that we've upgraded on it. So been a challenge. But I'm excited to get this going. I'll watch some more TIG videos today. Very excited to learn this new technique of welding. I'm used to stick and MIG, self-taught, not professional, not anywhere close to that. I think everybody knows that. So TIG will definitely be a new thing. So let's stop talking. Let's see what's in this box, and then let's see what we got to do here. You know that scene in Jaws when the guy comes in, he's like, I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
I don't know why, but that scene always sticks in my head when I think of things like what I'm about to say. I'm running out of floor space here. I think we're going to need a bigger shop. I was actually dreaming last night, and pre-sleep dream, and I was thinking, man, might need a second deck over there, kind of extending the upper deck of the office area that we made there, which is just to your left. And look at all these pieces we got to put in here. It would be nice to be able to put the plasma table and some of the metal cutting and everything that doesn't. There's that other scene from Red October when Sean Connery is telling Ramius is telling Jack Ryan, Ryan, be careful of what you shoot at in here. Some things don't react well to bullets.
Hey, Ryan, be careful what you shoot at. Most things in here don't react too well to bullets.
That was my best Sean Connery that I got. And, there's some things in this barn that don't react well to spark. So I'd like to get everything as far away, everything that sparks as far away from the stuff that doesn't react well, the hay, as possible. Really like the new stalls. They really are making it so we could do what we're doing here. But last night I was sitting there praying, oh Lord, don't let me screw up the plasma cutter and get a spark into hay, because that would be a bad situation. So anyway, I say all that to say I was thinking last night about being able to put a second deck into the shop here over here, and that would be pretty nice to be able to do that. I'm looking for instructions. So there's the foot pedal, and it's got its own instructions there. And we're going to be getting into the wiring here. These look like instructions. There they are. And there's the wire. We got to wire this guy into that. That's what we needed. That's the piece we really needed. What's this? This looks like twist torch adapter. This all sells as a kit. So you just buy the kit and it all shows up. Let's see what we're looking at here. There's that. I don't know what these things are, so if you want to go see what all this stuff is, probably go to a different channel. They'll explain it all. I got to learn it as we go here. There's this looks like the nozzles, tips. Here's a tip. Be calm. Okay, and there's our torch. All right. Well, we got more stuff to learn here. We're on just a learning streak lately. So let's find these instructions and let's read them. We're going to read the instructions. Before I get reading the instructions, I want to show you guys this. That came off the plasma cutter yesterday. I cleaned it up. I love it. That's so awesome. This was done with 220. This one was done with 120. 240, 120. This one has less dross. Yesterday I called it slag. I shouldn't have called it slag. I had a lot of dross. Dross coming off of it. This one's way better than the one I did with 220. And then here is a nice cutout there with 220 on the stainless. Just really, really nice. That one twisted it. This one actually turned a little bit because it did the outside first and then it touched it when it came across and actually knocked it off a little bit. So I learned to sequence things correctly. I can make a cool little brand here with the letters that were left over. That's pretty neat. Anyway, just wanted to show that. That's cool. All right, well, first thing the instructions say is we got to get all this stuff that I spent all this time putting on here all pretty like it's all going to come off. Wants me to take the whole darn thing apart. Not uber excited about that. Do what we got to do though. On the floor here, make it easier to work with. I have to take all these off. Come on, buddy. You want to come out of there. Tracking my parts here since they decided to use all different screws. I'm a big fan of standardization. Try to minimize the different fasteners that you need. Absolutely minimize it. If you're in design, try to use the same fastener everywhere, at minimum the same tool, and then try to use the same fasteners everywhere that you possibly can. Now obviously that's not always possible, but in general, if you can do that, you're going to have a better design, easier manufacturability, lower cost. Everything will be better. Less stock that you have to keep. There we go. They left off a little piece of instrucciones there because that handle's in there. If you don't take that handle off, yeah, you've got to have that off. Yeah, there we go. Right there. There we go. Let's give that thing a good blowout, huh? So here, there's a hole right there that we've got to wire this thing through. It's a pre-cut hole, hard to see. And we got to get into the wiring over here. All that exciting here. Pigtail. Go through hole, which is deep into the bowels. There's an open slot on the board in there, and it is deep down in there. And I don't have a good camera shot for you guys, so I'm sorry. Oh boy. Well, it goes in one way, so that's good. But man, oh man, is it down in there. It's the second time this week I've been playing doctor with fabrication equipment. I think we just got her in. Check. And we're moving. Not the easiest location to get to, but some patience. I think we're gonna get it. Sure the leads connecting the new harness are not contacting the heatsink. Check. Nothing is touching. Reassemble the machine. Okay, I like the sound of that. Okay. They left that off the instructions, but you can figure that out. All right. Well, that went a lot better than what I expected. So far, so good, I guess, right? We still got more pieces. Working here, guys. I'm working. Now, this is one of the things that I was actually interested in. I didn't, this is the only kit for this, and I didn't know about getting different things, but I read that all the welders that do this for a living, they like the heel rest, and it makes a lot of sense to me having that heel rest on there. So they sent that, and that's all you got to do. And now your heel, I don't even know why you would want to do that without it, but apparently there's a study done and they looked at all the different types of foot pedals, and just having the heel rest on there, that's what everyone loves, so that's what we got. Next it says take this boot, put it over this. It's all about the boot, and we're going to attach it to this. It does not say to use any tape, so I'm not going to. I also learned, since it's all copper and brass, don't press it too hard. There we go. Then it says, it's interesting, I thought the gas would go through, but it's not. It's going to go direct from the regulator into the hose. So, okay, cool. It also does not say use tape. It's like it was meant to be. Slip this boot up over. Woo! Almost up over. It's a little tight, a little bugger there. Made that the right size. There we go. Guys, it's not feeding time yet, man. All right, we're gonna see how brilliantly smart this device is, because it's gonna tell me what to do. Power on. I don't remember what thing goes where. And I could go get the instructions out, or I'm supposed to be able to do this. Stick, TIG. TIG, boom. Okay. TIG goes into negative, it says. Okay. Okay. Yes. 1/16. And we're doing 24 gauge. Cool. All right, we're gonna turn that off. We still got more work to do here, but we're getting closer and closer to awesomeness. Whoa, hey, I turned you off. Turn it on by itself. Gremlins. We're gonna be welding really low amperage here. 40 amps looks like is what it says on the automatic setting. Get all the goodies out here. Here's the front. On grind. In my own box. And now. That down. Now, my sticks, 1/16 inch sticks, TIG sticks have not arrived, filler metal for stainless steel. So what I'm going to be doing is just simply sparking here. I've got this gas set to about 7 liters per minute. Is that right? Yeah. Or somewhere between 7 and 8 liters per minute. I got my pedal here. I've never done this before. My tip is sticking out maybe a little too far. There we go. About 1/4 of an inch stick out. Now I think this is called a lift arc system, which means, hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you're not getting too much. I think you start, you have to put it on and then lift it. But you know what? If you've never done this before, let the Martian help you out. I'm just gonna see. All right, gas. Gas is on. Let's see if it just makes a spark. It's supposed to be 10 to 15 degrees. There we go. Yep. All right, so I lifted. All right, so you go on. There we go. Look at that. Off. Whoa. Okay. And it's supposed to be push only. All right. I'm just doing. All right. Here we go. Oops. All right. That's. All right. I got to figure this out. Just getting that. thing lifted. All right, you know what? No point in wasting gas. Set that down. Let's go figure this out. I'll be back. All right, so having never ever TIG welded before in my entire life, ever, or watching anyone ever do it other than on YouTube, what we're learning here is that this particular torch is called a lift arc torch, which means you have to touch it to the surface, then you give it power, and then you lift it from the surface, and that gets your arc started. So I have been experimenting, and I might be getting better, but I doubt it. So touch, power, lift. Now I don't know how to use this foot pedal very well. English people will get me for that one. So I'm using a number 4 cup with the tungsten, I don't know what size that is. It's small, came with it. So I turn the gas on. Gas is on. Go down, and then I touch, pedal, off, and I have an arc. Oh. And I have done this now a few times, leaving that down there. All right, so you got to be an 1/8 inch off. So touch, power. I just cannot get it. Touch, power. It seems to, I don't know what's going on there. Touch, power, off. There we go. 1/8 inch off. I'm melting metal there. And it's got to be a push. If I had my stick here, I could fill that. So yeah, we don't want to go any bigger than that stick for sure. All right, and then off. All right, so these are obviously junk pieces of metal here that I cut. Turn that gas off. All right. And it actually connected. Ooh, that's hot behind there. Came through that glove. All right. So I just want to push on this and try to get this particular motion all figured out. So gas on, helmet down, touch, power, off. 1/8 inch up, and rolling. You're gonna have to move pretty fast on there, I can see. All right, off. So there you go. Oops. Gas off there. My first TIG mark. Without the filler here, all I can do is this over and over again, trying to get that, and which is good. Gas on, touch, lift, go. It's supposed to stay about an 1/8 inch off. Oops, too far. All right. And then I also have to get used to having this other hand. It needs to be over here, you know, poking stuff in there. So touch, lift, go. And I'm just going. And off. Okay. Well, hey, that's pretty cool. Pretty neato. Pretty neato. So what I did here, just got myself a little piece of TIG wire. This probably is not even close to being a good idea. I'm sure somebody out there will say how horrible of a person I am for doing this, but I just want to see. I'm curious. So don't do this. All right, so we touch, go, lift. Oh, I can't get it. Touch, go, lift. There we go. Well, that's not horrible. I burned through that. That's interesting. So this is 24 gauge stainless steel. I took a little bit of my rod. I think it was too close with the rod because I burned through it. So let's move that. Oh, and I didn't have the gas on. Didn't have the gas on. So you burn through if you got no gas on. So gas is on. Tip is out. All right. And then we're trying this little guy here again. Oh, get up there. All right. So, touch, go, lift. There we go. Wow, what a difference. Leading edge only. Pedal, pedal. dip. Oh, stay back, gotta stay back. Obviously that's less than a 1/16 of an inch. Actually, no, that is a 1/16 of an inch right there. Ooh, almost poked myself in that thing. Well, that's fun and interesting. Didn't really do anything, but it's still fun and interesting. Welding is fun and interesting. All right, let's try that again. Gas is on, helmet's down, safety is ready to go. All right, and we got to get down. All right, so I have noticed it kind of sticks. Down, up, and going. There we go. And then, oops. Oh, I just did it. All right, this part I'm getting good at. Oh, no, it came off by itself. All right. Woo, we're learning here, folks. We're learning. Real Martian is learning. Helmet down. All right, gas is on. 10 to 15 degrees. That's all I'm supposed to have. So let's do shorter ones. All right, touch, go, touch, go. There we go. And off. Oh wow, I burned right through that again. Wow, okay. We're learning a lot here about what not to do. Alright, everyone enjoy. We're touching. Might be because there's a crappy ground. That's probably it. Things really a piece of crap. Let's try this, a lot flatter. Alright, see what happens here. Alright, so we're touching. Go. Well, clearly I have a lot of learning to do. But hey, we got set up. Gas off. So I am going to continue to play around here, just making arcs. Obviously, I need to get the lift, pedal, and up much better. It looks like I was putting a little bit of material down on those things. I got some warpage there. So I have a tremendous amount of work. What I would do, I would encourage everyone who really knows how to do this, leave your comments down below. Leave links in the comments to videos that people should go watch. I've watched a few of them to really get going. But leave your comments, leave your mark here. Certainly I'm all for that. It's great getting this stuff all set up. If we get those rods here, when the rods get here, they were supposed to be here a few days ago, they're still not. So yay COVID and shipping. So we got to get those here, we got to learn how to do it, and then we'll be back to welding stainless steel and seeing how this all goes. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, get notified, ring the bell so you get notified. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. And if you really like to support what we're doing, you can help us out for the cost of less than a candy bar per month on Patreon. In the meantime, this is The Real Martian, learning how to weld, TIG weld, out.